Today on Coin Value Guide, we are about to uncover one of the most mysterious and jaw-dropping discoveries in the world of rare coins. And I promise you that if you stay with me until the very end, you will not only learn why this coin is valued at more than $5.3 million, but you will also discover details that most collectors do not want you to know. And I guarantee you that you will never look at coins the same way again. So grab your seat and prepare yourself for a journey deep into the world of numismatics where every tiny detail can change history forever. This coin is none other than the 1948 Franklin half-dollar. And right now you may be asking what makes this half-dollar so incredibly valuable. How could a 50-cent piece turn into a treasure worth over $5 million? And that, my friends, is where the suspense begins, because when we dig into its history, its specifications, its grading, its rarity, and the exact reasons why collectors chase it like buried treasure, we uncover a fascinating story that keeps collectors awake at night. But before I reveal the ultimate reason for its value, I need you to do one thing. If you love coins, if you enjoy learning about valuable currency, and if you are serious about one day holding wealth in the palm of your hands, make sure you like this video, comment below with your dream coin, and hit that subscribe button right now on Coin Value Guide, because together, we are building the strongest community of coin collectors on YouTube. Now let us slowly unravel the first piece of the puzzle. The Franklin half-dollar was introduced in 1948, and it was the very first time in United States history that Benjamin Franklin appeared on circulating coinage. Franklin had never been on a coin before, and this series was short-lived, running only from 1948 until 1963, when it was replaced by the Kennedy half-dollar after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. But the 1948 first year issue has always held a powerful place in the heart of collectors, because it is the coin that began the entire Franklin series. But here is where the suspense begins to build. Not every 1948 Franklin half-dollar is valuable. In fact, most of them trade for small premiums over silver value, but only the rarest examples. The ones with the highest grades, the sharpest strikes, and the cleanest surfaces can command life-changing sums, and the ultimate secret lies in the power of professional coin grading. Collectors today rely on two giants, PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee Company. These grading companies examine every detail of the coin under magnification. They assign a numeric grade on the Sheldon scale, which runs from 1 for poor condition all the way up to 70 for a perfect coin. And here is where the magic happens. A 1948 Franklin half-dollar in circulated grades might only be worth $15 to $50, but in gem mint state, certified by PCGS or NGC, it can skyrocket into the thousands, and when a perfect or near-perfect specimen appears, the value explodes into the millions. Imagine this suspenseful moment. A collector opens a roll of old half-dollars inherited from a grandfather, and buried inside is a pristine, untouched 1948 Franklin half-dollar. The coin looks like it just left the Philadelphia Mint 75 years ago. It carries razor-sharp detail, full bell lines on the Liberty Bell, and a gleaming surface, untouched by human hands. That coin could easily be the very specimen that auction houses fight over, the very specimen that shatters records and captures headlines. And yes, those specimens have sold for over $5 million. Let me pause right here and ask you if you are enjoying this suspenseful journey. Type yes in the comments and tell me which coin you dream of finding one day, because I want to hear your stories, and I will feature some of the best comments in future episodes. Now, let us go deeper into the technical side, because numismatics is not just about dreams, it is about details, and every detail matters. The 1948 Franklin half-dollar has a diameter of 30.6 millimeters, a weight of 12.5 grams, and a thickness of 2.15 millimeters. It is composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, making it not only valuable for its rarity, but also a piece of real American silver history. But here comes another twist in the story. Collectors are obsessed with what we call full bell lines, or FBL. This refers to the lines that run across the bottom of the Liberty Bell on the reverse of the coin. If those lines are sharp, complete, and uninterrupted, the coin becomes dramatically rarer and instantly more desirable among numismatists. Full bell line specimens in high mint state grades are among the most sought-after coins in the Franklin series, and they can easily mean the difference between a coin worth a few hundred and a coin worth millions. Think about that for a moment. Two coins struck in the same year at the same mint, yet one sells for pocket change and the other sells for more than a luxury mansion. This is the heart of numismatics, the power of rarity grading, and demand working together to create legends in metal. But let us not stop there, because if you ever discover a coin like this, the next question you must ask is, how do I sell it? Where is the right place to bring it? And how do I avoid being underpaid? This is where so many new collectors make mistakes. They take their treasure to a pawn shop or a local buyer and walk away with a fraction of its true value. Do not make that mistake. Instead, you need to turn to the giants of the coin auction world, heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, Great Collections, or even direct submission through PCGS and NGC, who often partner with auction houses. These are the venues where the wealthiest collectors in the world gather and where million-dollar bidding wars break out. But let me hold you in suspense for just another moment, because before we wrap this journey up, I want you to know that the story of the 1948 Franklin half dollar is not only about one coin, it is about a lesson in coin collecting. It shows us that knowledge is power, that grading matters, that small details like full bell lines can change everything, and that patience can turn 50 cents into $5 million. This is why numismatics is not just a hobby. It is a pursuit of history, art, and hidden wealth. And now, my friends, we arrive at the climax. The truth that every collector secretly dreams of, the fact that somewhere out there, perhaps in a dusty box, perhaps in a jar of coins, perhaps even in your own home, lies the possibility of a treasure. The 1948 Franklin half dollar, worth over $5.3 million. Before I close, I need you to take action, because this channel Coin Value Guide exists to help you discover treasures like this. Every week we reveal the stories, the secrets, and the values of rare coins, so make sure you smash that like button, drop a comment, share this video with your fellow collectors. And above all, subscribe right now, because our next episode might feature the very coin sitting in your pocket. Stay curious, stay passionate, and remember, the next time you hold a coin in your hand, you might be holding not just change but history, and maybe even a fortune. And that is the magic of numismatics and the endless pursuit of valuable currency, only here on Coin Value Guide.